Hi, I'm Cheyenne, and this is Little Miss Nobody. Yeah, so actually, let me get to the skinny of it here because I have actually been thinking about this for a very long time, and I have been equal parts excited and nervous to just hit the record button and start making this a thing. I was pretty nervous because I'm not an expert. I don't have all the answers, not even close, probably not even half, if we're going to be honest. So, yeah, I'm not an expert. I don't have all the answers. I don't have a blue check mark next to my name. I'm not rich and famous. I'm not an influencer, and I don't want that. And I really don't want to come across like that because that is so far beyond what I'm trying to do here. So, not that, you know. I really just, I really want to build a community. This is all about the people, okay? It's not about me. It's about all of you. It's about all of this. It's about the life that we live, the daily normal life for the daily normal person. You know, sure, there's a lot of glitz and glam in the world, a lot of fame and fortune, but those people don't get there without people like us. They have to have fans in order to be famous. And I think the people who are famous get all of the attention and over what? You know, like where you have people following them around, watching them getting in and out of cars. Well, there's people out here, daily normal people, making impacts, like true impacts. And that's what needs to be celebrated. Sure, you write an amazing song and that's great. And yes, I'd love to see it and I'll pay money for that. But also like the single mom down the street who's working 2 jobs just to make sure her kid can have the nice things like that matters more to me. That matters more to me. Watching a famous person walk out of a restaurant and a magazine, that's not that important to me. And I really think, I don't even know, do we do magazines anymore? I guess that's why, or internet. I don't like watching the people walk across the famous people walking across the beach in their dad bods and their mom bods, like, oh my God, look at how horrible they look now. Like, they're humans that had children. Oh my God. Anyway, so I think the minds have been rotted on this. I really do. You know, it sets an unrealistic standard and it makes us value ourselves as people. Our worthiness is based on likes, on popularity. No, that's not how it should be. People matter more than that. You know, it shouldn't matter how many strangers know your name, how many people watched your video that you don't even know. They have no impact on you, on truly your life. You know what I mean? Like, other than the fact that a bunch of people seen it, you don't feel anything. They're not teaching you anything. They're not giving you anything. They're not putting any enrichment into your daily life. So why is this where our worth is measured? That's silly to me. Very, very, very silly to me, I have to say. People are just worth more than that. I just noticed that it's the ordinary people that really make a big impact on everybody's lives. You know, the teachers, the nurses, the doctors, the school bus drivers, the dog groomer, the postman, the deli worker, your neighbor, the person you see every day on the bus and you don't even know their name, but you look forward to seeing them every day because that 5-minute conversation that you have makes you feel just as good as it makes them feel every single day. That matters. That matters so much more than Hollywood drama. I'm just going to say it. I'll be the one. I don't know. I want people to understand why I'm doing this. And it's for the people who make the world a better place a little bit at a time, every single day. Those people deserve to be noticed. And all those people matter. Every single one of you matter. You know? I'm sure there's a bunch of you out there who have felt lonely, like you're not heard, not seen, like you're trying your damnedest and still getting nowhere and nobody seems to give a shit. If you've ever felt like a nobody, welcome home, because here we are. And I'm not saying nobodies because a lack of worth. It's not that. Nobody's isn't negative. It's freeing. It's freeing because you don't have to have a name to be recognized. Even though we all do have names, right? You don't have to be recognized. That's not what this is about. You don't have to be a Kardashian to matter, okay? And that's what I want everybody to remember and to know. You know, for instance, like the small impacts and stuff. I lived in this apartment building, and there was this gentleman who lived on the first floor, and his apartment was right next to the entrance, and it was like a secured building. So you would go in the front door to like the lobby, and then in order to access where all the apartments were or into the laundry room, either way, you had to use a key. Like I said, secure building. So in order you'd have to go into the lobby, up the steps, use your key, and then get either to that floor or to whatever floor you're going to. This gentleman lived on the first floor, and his door was literally right next to the entrance where you have to put your key in to get into the actual apartment building part. And he was such a nice man. He was a very old man, retired. He'd usually be sitting out his window watching over the parking lot, just talking to people who come in and go right out the window and stuff like this. But the one thing that he always did, in doing that, watching out the window, he would take notice of the kids and the groceries. If there was a kid coming up, you best believe when he got to the top of when that kid got to the top of those steps to open that door, he was standing there with some candy and a nice greeting for the day. And the same thing for the groceries. You're moving, you got groceries, your arms are full. It's a pain to get up those steps, put all your stuff down, unlock the door, pick your stuff back up, get through the door. So he sees you struggling with groceries, he's standing right there holding the door for you because he recognizes who's here and who's not. He knows who comes and goes, who lives in the building and who doesn't. He took notice, and he would help those who live there get in and out. That way, you're not struggling. And even one time I was in such a rush to take my trash out that I ran out of the apartment building. I went out of my apartment, came down, threw my trash out, got back to the lobby and realized I had left my key in my apartment. I knocked on the manager, like the building manager's door. Luckily, he wasn't home. Go figure, that's my luck. So I'm just like, what am I gonna do now? So of course I went outside and he's hanging out the window and I was like, oh, hey friend, excuse me. And it's just little things like that. Like that is not, that costed him nothing. He didn't need recognition. He didn't need a big paper written about him. He didn't need his name in lights. He didn't need some grand, acknowledgement of his good deed. He just did it. And it made so many people's lives so much easier. And I appreciated that man. I really, really did. And you know what? I didn't know his name then, and I don't know it now. I don't know that I ever knew it. I don't think I ever got it, actually. I just knew him by his house number, his apartment number. So, yeah. It's those little things like that that really matter, that really add up. Those are the things that really make a difference and an impact. Even if it's a small impact, it's still a positive impact that makes a big difference. And those are the things that I think go unnoticed. Like I said, we have people, celebrities being watched getting in and out of their cars and restaurants and this. Like, we're wasting our time and money looking, watching, doing, obtaining all of that stuff when you could just be opening a door for somebody. It's kind of a crazy concept when you think about it. Oh, my chocolate is melting to the bottom. Anyway, I know that in today's society we tend to measure our worth by popularity, and followers determine our value. Kindness, it happens quietly, and it kind of goes like, I don't know, unnoticed. Those people who shaped my life aren't famous, that's for sure. And the world will probably never know their names. And I, like I just told you, don't even know all of their names. So I think that's something too, you know? You don't have to be known to matter, and every person has a story, and it deserves to be heard. You know, I know everybody has felt like a lost cause at one point, or like they don't fit in, or they don't have a place. Welcome home. Here you are. You have found your clan. What does that feel like for you? But now that you have a little bit of a concept of who I am, what my mission is here, why I'm doing what I'm doing, I guess I invite you to tell me some of your stories. Tell me some of your little acts of kindness that you've either done or experienced. Like who's changed your life? Who's made a big impact on you? Good, bad, indifferent, beautiful, ugly, either way. We're here to talk about it. The good stories, the bad stories. We're here to support them all. You know, because I'd be a liar if I didn't tell you I didn't go through some horrible things in life. But I'd also be a liar if I didn't tell you that those horrible things created who I am today. Would I want to go through those things again? Not particularly. If I could rewrite my story, would I write them out? I don't know. I mean, some of those things are pretty hard. And I would like to live my life without them. But I don't know that I would be who I am in the position that I am in without all of that. So the bad stories matter. The hardships matter just as much as the good. And sometimes before you find your clan of people, sometimes all you experience is bad and hardship. But I'm here to give you a big hug and tell you welcome home. Here you are. Let's have a cup of coffee and talk about it. I want to know what's on your mind. I want to know who shaped your life and what they've done for you. How small acts of kindness, like little ones that you go through your day and notice. Like I said, maybe it's just somebody you cross paths with every day and you don't even talk, you don't even see. It just makes you happy to know that you see them and they see you. And just literally just being seen, physically just being seen, makes a difference. You know? Like all of these things matter. Everybody matters. Every single person matters, okay? We all matter. We all have a story. We all deserve to be heard. And we all have a place. It's kind of like that butterfly effect, the butterfly ripple, or whatever they call it. I'm not talking about the movie. I'm talking about like the actual thing. Like if a million miles away a butterfly flaps its wings, it creates a hurricane on the other side. That type thing. If one of you, any single one of you wasn't here, it would make so much difference. And a lot of us don't know that because we're not intertwined enough to know. If we were, that'd be amazing. We could be. I think that, the divide and conquer strategy is in full effect, but that's a whole other topic. Not my goal here. The point is that without a single one of you, if it was just one person less, things would be different. And it would affect everyone else. Whether everyone else realizes how or why or what, just like the butterfly effect. Oh, look at the beautiful butterfly flapping its wings. And this person over here is just noticing the beauty of it. While these people over here are now experiencing the hurricane from the flutter that it has created and then expanded and turned into. Nobody over here knows that this hurricane was caused by this beautiful butterfly that this person is watching. You understand? Do you get what I'm saying? Everybody has a purpose. It's all together. We're all together. We all come together. It all matters. It all affects everything. We are all one. I think that our oneness has been lost, forgotten, but we can get there. We just have to reshift our focus to the things that matter. And the things that matter are these small acts of kindness, these small little things, the impacts, the ordinary people is what it comes down to. All the ordinary people. Because really, that's what everybody starts out as. Every single person comes into this world as a blank slate, ordinary person. It's from that point that we get shaped and molded into whatever life brings our way. And we have some control over some of that, and some of it we do not. So, I mean, I guess we ultimately have the power to shape the end result always, because how it affects us ultimately is our choice. But again, these are all bigger topics than what I'm trying to get into today. However, I just want to know, I want to know about somebody who changed your life, and somebody that maybe the world doesn't know their name, somebody who's not famous, maybe somebody who you don't know their name even, you know? This community is about celebrating people. So let's do that. You can write your story in the comments. You can send it in a message, a letter, email. You can write it in the sky, in the clouds. They seem to be doing a lot of that lately. Anyway, again, we're not doing that either. But however you want to get that story to me, feel free to do this. I would love to hear about the good things, the bad things, the ugly things, the beautiful things, the unnoticed things, or the things only you notice. We want to notice too. Share with the class, please. So, I just want to let you know, every single one of you, that I am very thankful that you are here, that you are all here. I'm thankful that you took the time to listen to this. I hope that even one of you walks away from hearing this and thinks, wow, I feel a little bit more hopeful. I feel a little bit more included. I feel like maybe I should come back next week and see what this is about. Because if that's the case, then this has already gone off. This is already perfect. This has already met my goal. If only one person feels a little bit more hopeful and included, then I've already succeeded in my goal. But I would like to believe that we can make it more than just one person. I'm here for all of you. We're all here for everybody. So don't forget that. We're all here together. We're in this together. I'm glad that you're here. I hope you keep coming back. I hope you feel seen and heard, because you are. You matter. The world may not know your name, but your story deserves to be heard. Okay? Don't forget that. So, with that, I will say I hope to see you next week. I hope you enjoyed my little snippet of craziness. I would call this a podcast, but I don't really want to do that, because this isn't what that is. I'm not a podcaster. This is a community, and we're just having a conversation. So I hope to see you next week for our next conversation. And welcome home, nobodies. I hope to see you next week.